Hello, beautiful people. My name is Milka, and welcome to Mega Stitches. This is a channel all about cross stitch and all my stitching adventures. I hope that you're doing well. If you are a returning viewer or a returning friend, thank you so much for coming back and spending some time with me. Today, I want to say also thank you to the people that are actually here for the first time, and I hope you stick around. Y'all, I have a lot of stuff to show. Today is a regular Flosstube update. We have been busy. We've been stitching. I haven't been here for 3 weeks since my last birthday. I'm going to have the giveaway. I'm going to tell y'all who won. Also show my projects. I have about 4 finishes total, 1 FFO, and then a bunch of WIPs, like 4 or 5 books that I read or finished, and then some other giveaways in the middle. I don't know where I'm going to put it. and then, of course, I will do a little bit of life update at the end. It's good news, so if you want to stick around, just giving you a heads up, it's nothing bad going on. Oh, and I forgot to sprinkle, of course. I have stuff that are in my mind and I want to show. All right, let's do this. Okay, y'all, for my first finish, I have Romantasy Girly in this very beautiful fabric. It is finished. I love how the pastel colors look on it, and I just love it. So if you would like this pattern, you can go check out my website, and you can shop there and stitch it for yourself. Let me know and just share it. Already, my next finish, you're gonna like get a giggle out of this, because if you know, you know. This is for my Lurkers group, okay? Which says no gout allowed. This is like an inside joke that we just went on a rant and we just laugh a lot, okay? So it's finished on this like hand dye fabric by me. It was just remnants that I had in my stash. It's kind of like a bluish purple, and it's very cute. I did some French knots on the cheetah, and yeah, this is the official pattern for the group. So stitch it up. It's very quick, and I want to make it into a pillow. So for my Lurkers friends, y'all need to keep lurking and keep having fun, because I'm loving it. Okay. All right. My next finish was Winterland. This is designed by Stitches Through the Year. I did it on a 40 count linen, Edinburgh or Newcastle. Sorry, 40 count Newcastle. And it is beautiful. I love it. Love it. Love it. It has beads whispered, fancy flaws, and I just did all the call for colors. This is all called for. I did notice that the skirt of the girl, the color change, it was a little darker on the pattern, but I don't mind it. I mean, it looks fantastic. It has beads around the border. Let's see, like little beads right here. It has beads in the trees, and this is 1/1, and I started doing 1/1 full cross, and I did not like it. I thought it was very bulky, so I finished the Merry Christmas with 10 stitch. And that's a wrap up. I had to finish her skirt and beading her, and a little bit on the house, like right here. But that's about all. And my last finish, which is also an FFO, I finished Alexander's Clock by Color Tortoli. I'm sorry, I know I'm butchering that, but I love it. It's not fully like finished. It's just kind of pop in the frame. I have to just back it up with some paper, and it should be just fine. Y'all, I mean, isn't this amazing? Let's just take a minute. Let's just take a minute, because I am without words. I could not hold myself to finish this up. This was a stitch with 103 and a 40 count linen by XG Designs. And this was also like a little piece of another project that I stitched. Information is in my Google Drive. And it's also a freebie pattern that you can find on their website. And I love it. If you need this pattern, just let me know, comment below. I can try to link it. This was my blessing sampler for 2024. I did not finish it on 2024. So I was like, okay, it's time. And I started stitching on Twitch. And this was one of the patterns that I worked a lot on Twitch. And links are down below if you want to go follow me there. I'm streaming Monday through Friday, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, like 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I found this frame for $2.99 at the thrift store. What? Girl, you're using all the things. Cheap, beautiful, elegant, delicate. I mean, I cannot say anymore. Okay, let's move on. Okay, y'all, let's move to WIPs. Okay, the first pattern since you saw me that I started working on was Engrevers Chart by Hello by Liz Matthews. It's stunning. I am using 40 count linen 1/2 with 3371 on the color, and the color of this linen is Platinum by Fleur de Paris, or the Paris. And I have some of progress here, but this is the progress that I made. I made this whole line and I started working on this line. So it's looking so pretty, and I really love this like kind of like letters. I have many ideas for this. I've shared in the past, and that's my progress. Next, I wanted to, let's put it here. I wanted to work on my hay stitch along because I have a goal. I had a goal that I had to finish it up by February. Well, that's not gonna happen, and that's okay. Oh, y'all, it's chill, okay? But I've done a big chunk. I worked some on my third page, and I fill in all the blue in this pattern. And I know these clouds, they have like maybe 2 or 3 colors, so that will be fast to fill in. The hardest part will be all the confetti that is here and some here. But on April, we're going to get the second installment for beach drinks on the beach. And that's my progress. And I love it. I have to work on this. I have about 6,000 stitches, 6,000-ish. And I calculated it, and if I do like about 21 days to 15 days, I have to do like maybe 500 or 600 stitches a day, which is not that bad. I know some days I can get more than that, but then I went to a Zoom meeting on my birthday on February the 23rd to Sarah Stitchy Spot's Zoom call. And I was picked randomly. I was so happy. And I worked on Moonlight Sampler by the Blue Flower. I worked on this lantern. I worked a little bit on this little like I don't know, it's a bug. that bug that has lights. I forget the name. And I started kind of like working here to kind of frame the girl. But yeah, I was just filling this lantern up her, and it's just looking amazing. I I keep saying that I have to touch this more because I have so much progress and I just want to finish it. But I have so much more to go. But hey, one stitch at a time. I just love it. Blue Flower is one of my favorite designers, and I hope she knows it. I love it, love it, love it. Anyway, that was that. Then I worked on Moana by Make It Pink. If you know, you know this. These patterns are difficult. And for me, they're extra difficult. This is the bottom of her skirt. And she's this big. She's huge, okay? But I worked right here. I worked on filling up a little bit this color and this blend, and over here too. I didn't work this that much. This is on a 32 count linen, and it's just like an olive color. But I'm not like saying no to this project because I've seen the finishes and they're just freaking lovely. What happens with this pattern, with in my case, is that it has a lot of specialty let's see, like quarter stitches and just quarter stitches. Yeah, it has a lot of quarter stitches, and my mind just doesn't work that fast with those. So I have to stitch the quarter stitches and then kind of do the X's so I can know where they at and I don't get lost, because if I start just doing one X at a time, and then like whenever that quarter stitch comes, or I don't know, it just, my eyes goes like this. They just go like this, crisscross. They just do crisscross when I'm stitching this for some reason. But it's slowly but surely coming a long way. Then let's see. Okay, I have a new start. Y'all, I said I was not going to have a new start for my birthday, but I did. And I'm not going to consider this as a new start, like a birthday start. We're not doing that, okay? It's just a regular start. But I wanted to start Geraldine Flowers by the Artsy Housewife for a long time, and it just, I wanted to start it with some friends, but they were not ready, and I just started on a whim. I was like, you know what? I want to start it, and I did it, and I had it all kitted up and all the good stuff. So let's see if I wrote this fabric, which I doubted, but y'all, if yeah, I don't have the fabric color, but It is beautiful. Threads are kind of all over the place, but this is my progress. I just want to see the bear. Y'all, the bear is what I want to see. I have two needle minders here. This is a needle minder that was gifted to me by the friend that inspired me to start this pattern. I'm using all the call for colors, like all of them, even though if, for future projects, if they call for blackbird, I think it's color and cotton blackbird, I'm not gonna buy the fancy floss. I'm just gonna go with 3371. Yeah, blackbird is this color. I don't see much variegation, and you know, but this is the color palette. It's very pretty. So I'm just excited, just excited. It's gonna look lovely, and I put it on this uh, blackbird fabric project bag that I bought a while ago. It looks so beautiful, and I love it. It is made by the Missing Needle, and she only takes like requests through Instagram. I don't think she has any sort of like website. But yeah, let's just take a look and explain what I'm doing. So I started in this corner and I went over and up so I can have kind of like something to guide myself from. Then I started working out the black thread, 310 thread, all the way to the corner. When I finished that, I went straight and kind of like stopped where my guide for this border was for the bear. And I just started doing all the outline of this color because this bear has like three colors, and then I can just fill in. So that was great. So I did the outline of that color and then fill in all this part. My next goal will be putting this like lighter brown in the white all the way in the border, and then maybe filling up the next color of the bear and then filling it up. But it's a work in progress. No rush. I don't know. It's not like I'm not feeling this project. It's just I've done a lot on it. Like, it's a very nice start. Like, usually starts for me are either 50 stitches or 100 stitches, but it's a good start. So I'm not complaining about it. My next project that I worked on was the Wreath drum by Tiny Martinus, and I'm stitching in a 46 count linen that was gifted to me. Well, technically, I just took it from the freebie table, and this is what I've done. What I'm doing on the wreath is I'm basically going across and kind of trying not to jump too much on motifs because I just want to see the colors. I just wanted to see like the little motifs. I didn't want to do the leaves. So I'm just doing all the big motifs, and then I'm just gonna suck it up and and do the leaves around it. And the most exciting part for me for this drum, it is the bow that goes on top of the drum. It's so cute, and it seems so easy that it's probably gonna go very fast. But yeah, that's what I've been working. This fabric is not so even, so it's very tough to work on. So I gotta be very careful, where I stitch. But it's gonna be a tiny, cute little drum, and I love it. Okay, did I show you everything? I think that's all for my whips. All right, things that are in my mind, patterns that I've been thinking. You know how you save a bunch of freebies on your drive and you never touch them? So I went through all my freebies and I picked like maybe 7 of them. They're small, they're not too big, and I would like to start working on those like slowly. I put it on my notes and let's see how that goes. But physical ones that I can show you, this was gifted to me by Sarah from I wrote it down, Engineer the Craft on Instagram at StitchCon, and it's called the Antique Rooster Sampler by JBW Designs. And I would love to stitch this also on a little piece of fabric that I found at StitchCon on the freebie table. It's a 32 count Swigard, and then I can't read what it says, but it says something linen. And then Vina, also at StitchCon, she was passing these little spools, very beautiful, like olive green, mossy green, and then kind of like a golden brownish. I don't even know. It's beautiful though. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use, but I think they will both work well with this fabric, and that's my intention. Maybe I'll use them both. So I like to attach memories to the pieces that I stitch, and this is one of them. This was gifted by 2 friends that I know and one anonymous friend that left it at the freebie table. Alrighty. Then the second thing that I have in mind, I have started collecting these charts by Sarah Sam. This designer is retired, and I went to a local needle shop in where was it, in Indiana, and I've bought this pattern, and I didn't know that this pattern was a 3-parter. So there's 3 charts that you have to buy to complete the total picture. And I loved it. I thought it was cool. So I scattered the internet. I asked a lot of people. I went through Facebook, Stash, D Stash, all the groups, and I put, the post, hey, I'm looking for part 2 and part 1. I have part 3. Anyway, someone reached out to me and I have the 3 parts now. And I'm so, so happy. My idea is to start this on this beautiful piece of fabric that I have by Extra Design. It's a 32 count linen jack-o'-lantern. Y'all. You all. I mean, let's envision. Like, beautiful. This is gonna be amazing. Yeah, I don't want to do it on that dot fabric. So I'm doing a color conversion. I'm probably gonna stay very true to the colors, but there's some weeks dye works in this pattern, and I want to kind of run away from weeks. They just not too much, and I don't like the feel of it. So I'm trying to find like maybe color and cotton or maybe silks. I'm not sure, which way I'm gonna go. But yeah, that's why I'm kind of waiting on this. I want to replace the color of the moon, the pumpkins, and the blue. So yeah, it's a work in progress. So I'm working on this conversion, and that's been on my mind. Like, you need to do the conversion like fast so you can start it and actually have it ready for like fall. I'm planning probably to change the words or delete the words from this as something wicked. I don't know if I want to have that hanging on my house. So I'm not sure yet. I might or I might not. Y'all know in the future. All right, let's move on to the giveaways. My last video, it was my birthday week, or my birthday month, and I wanted to celebrate. So I had this beautiful embroidery pattern, and I told you to write wildflowers, and the winner for that is Haiti Snow. So congratulations, Haiti, or Haiti. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. And then for the second giveaway, it was this beautiful pattern, also by Dutch Stitch Brothers. And I told you to type in the comments cats, and this is a full kit. And the winner is Stitching WLO, Stitching W Low. Congratulations! Oh, I'm so happy to give these away and to go to a beautiful home where they're going to be stitched and loved. So when y'all finish this, or if you have any progress, show me, please. I want to see. Already. Now I would like to give away to 3 people or 3 viewers. Of course, you got to be 18. This can be anywhere since it's a digital pattern, and it's one of my patterns, which I'll put here. It's La Casa de Chea, and I would like for you to type Chea, which is kind of like the nickname of my grandma. Her name was Esperanza. She passed, and this is an heirloom piece for her house and her life. So I would love to see this stitch, and I would love to start it. So I want to give it to 3 people. If you really are interested, just put the word Chea in the comments. I'll be very interested to see what kind of comments you can add with those, with that letter. And I will definitely draw on my next Flosstube video. So good luck. Okay, y'all, let's talk about books and then a life update. I finished Onyx Storm. Y'all, I love it, love it, love it. I got the cute book, the release date. I went to Barnes and Nobles. I had a lot of fun. I met people. I talk about books. It was not what I expected, but it was cool. I mean, I got a lot of recommendations, and it was amazing. And I'm like, well, now we gotta wait for so long. This is by Rebecca Yarros. If you don't know, it's by the Imperium series, and this is book 3. First of all was Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and Onyx Storm. And I'm invested. So I'm invested. I hated how it finished. I don't have much to say about these books. I'm just letting you know what I've been reading. I also finished, I don't know if I told you, but I did finish Dark Window, or, this is book number 1 of 2 books by Raquel Gillen. And to me, it was all right. I'm just going to say that. It's kind of like 3 stars. It didn't, like, my mind wandered around while I was, reading this. So y'all decide. I think a lot of people hyped up that book, but I don't know if I'm gonna get the second book though. But I kind of want to know what happened, so maybe. Then I got from Book of the Month, Rebel Witch by Kristen Ciccarelli, and yes, I'm reading it. I love it. Love the story. So this is a good 4 or 5 stars so far. By the way, Onyx Storm was definitely a 5-star for me. Like, I don't care. It kept me entertained. Yeah, it went all around. Like, it just moved just so much, and kind of left me like, do you have more for this location that you went? But it still kept me very entertained. And I'm not very picky with my books either. The next book that I'm reading is The Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Long. I don't know if that's pronounced correctly, but this is also from Book of the Month that I got. It was in my bookshelves, and then Crafty Gaming Jamie, she posted it that she was, trying to read this, and I was like, "Do you want to read it together?" And she said, "Yeah." So we're reading it together. I've never been part of a book club or any kind of like book reading buddies or nothing like that, so I don't know what we're going to talk about. I mean, I don't know what we're going to say, but it's good. It's interesting to read it with somebody else. It's just new to me, a new to me experience. It's going good so far. I have maybe like 50 pages in because I'm also reading The Rebel Witch, and that's also interesting. Okay, that's all for books. That's all for books. Do I have anything else? Shout outs. Let's do shout outs and mentions, okay? I have two of my friends open a local needle shop and a online needle shop. The local needle shop was opened by Sarah Memphis E here on Flosstube, and I'm so happy for her. You go check out her latest video. She talks about it, and I'm just excited to see my friends like doing something amazing for the community. I know for sure like somebody, the owner of that shop retired. She bought it. She's doing some remodeling, and she's gonna start or already started. I'm not quite sure. But then Tona surprised me because I didn't know this. I'm kind of late to the game. Um, she is Fiesti Needle on the YouTubes and on Instagram and her website. So she opened up a online needle shop. So go check her out. Go give her some lovings. Go give them some lovings. And because I just love to promote my friends. And these two people, love, love, love. Y'all amazing. Y'all have good attitude, good people, friendly people. I just love it. Just love it. So congratulations, and I hope that your businesses flourish. All right, the last thing that I have to say for this segment is three mentions. I have three new floss tubers that I found, and I really like them, and I feel like you should go watch them. So the first person actually is one person that haven't been on YouTube for a while, which is Nikki Stitchy, and her latest floss tube was like I was just blown away. I'm like, Nikki, you've been busy. So yeah, go watch Nikki Stitchy. Like seriously, she has a little bit of everything, but she loves full coverages and they're just impressive. So great video. Then I found Sheldon in Stitches. He's from Canada, and it looks like he also there's like a bunch of full coverage. There's also like more smaller like little pillow finishes, so go check Sheldon out. I really enjoy their floss tube, and yeah, give them a follow. And then the last person that I have is Nicole from Tissel and Thread, and that was like the newest. I think she has like maybe three floss tubes out. So lovely personality. I really, really like seeing her projects, seeing she's a new stitcher, well, a new cross stitcher, because apparently she does like crochet and maybe knitting. But I love all the little like I think they're book bags in the background. Just go check her out. She's awesome. I really like her projects. She likes more whimsical, and yeah, I really enjoy her floss tube. So I think you should go give them a watch. All right, y'all. That is all for that segment for of the shout outs and the mentions. Now we're going to move on to life stuff. If you're not interested, I see you later. Besos, ciao. Mm-mm. But if you are here for a little bit more and know what's going on with my life, you can stick around for a couple more minutes. Anyway, so I have great, great news. Okay, like great news. My doctor took me off of my medication. I cannot tell you how happy I am. And when I say medication, if you didn't know, it's a form of chemo. So they took me he took me off of a medication. My last PET scan, there was some stuff showing up, but we follow up with other doctors, and they basically said that that was not cancer. And I'm just super, super over the moon. I will gain my energy back. I mean, I'm already feeling better and energy, like nausea and all that bad stuff that I was feeling, and always like suffocated. And yeah, and hopefully my hair starts growing again. One of the reasons why I cut it, because it was just falling, falling, and falling, and it was just very kind of like depressing to wash my hair and just see it fall in chunks. And I was like, okay, my solution is cut it, and that way I can't see it that much, and it's just not as sad to me. So he took me off of the medication. He's going to do PET scans every 3 months to see where where is that, if it continues kind of like dormant, and if it, please, it's not gonna come back. Con Dios mediante, like Latin people say, like in I don't know how to say that expression in English, but hopefully with God in front, it's not gonna come back. And yeah, I'm just very excited to hear that. I will be able to freaking go back to the gym because the gym has been calling me. The weather is pretty. I will be able to be out and go to the pool. Like, y'all, it's just good news overall. Um, I'm just super excited. I literally got this news last Monday, and I'm just so happy. Thank you all for all your prayers and all your thoughts, and every single person that has messaged me. I don't want to be negative, but I'm a very realistic person. So even though we're good right now, I'm still gonna be in the back of my mind, like it may come back or it might not. So hopefully it doesn't. Please God. But anyways, that's the great news. The other stuff that I've been going on, I've just been watching a little bit of Love is Blind. Not a little bit, the whole season. I felt like it was not as good as all the other ones, but I really enjoyed it. And I got very pissed at some people. And I think that's the only TV show that I've been watching. Not much has been going on. I just been stitching. I started Twitch, or streaming on Twitch. I'm still trying to figure out how to do live streams from Twitch to YouTube, or like together, and that way it can be in both platforms. But I've been learning a lot about the Twitch platform and how does it work. I opened up a Throne account, which you can support me in that way if you will love, and if you enjoy the content, and my projects and my stitchy progress. That Throne account is linked below. I added a bunch of vintage dimension kits that I will love to get my hands on them, but they're very pricey and stuff. Also, there's a way that you can add like a little bit of money if you would like to add to like a thread or fabrics or patterns, kind of like a bucket. So people can go give $1 or whatever they want to give, and it will accumulate. And whenever the whole amount is finished, then I can just basically withdraw and buy stuff to show on the channel. So y'all, this is all for today. I would like to give you so much thank you for being here, for sticking around. Let me a sun emoji because it's getting beautiful outside. Yesterday was like 75. Please don't change. I know it's a false spring, but yeah, sunshine emoji, or sun emoji, because life is beautiful right now and we're getting out of the winter, which is lovely. And I feel like I'm rambling at this point, and I might forget something, but if I do, I'll just probably remember on the next Flosstube. If you enjoy this video, please make sure to click either here or here, I'm not sure where, to see my Nashville pics, or kind of like a shop with me Nashville market, needlework, whatever, market, And yeah, I hope to see you soon. See you in 3 weeks. Love you all. Besos. Ciao.